Good afternoon, my dolly friends. I'm Gina. Welcome to my channel. If you are brand new here, you are watching Little Midwest Reborns and Dolls. And in front of you, I have my co-host. She is a Charlie Bear, and her name happens to be Gina. And she is she's going to be the co-host this year for 2024 in all of my videos, so you will get used to seeing a lot of her. I bought her, yes, because I'm a Gina and she's a Gina. I also bought her because she is blue and gray and white, and blue is my favorite color, and you can predominantly see the blue under her fur and her little blue nose. And anyway, that's why she's in my nursery, and she's a wonderful addition. And yeah, so that's Gina Bear. And I want to thank two wonderful people. I apologize to everyone, especially to Josie over at Josie's Jungle Room, as I asked for her address to make sure I had it so I could send her a Christmas card. And I injured my knee and I never got Christmas cards sent out this year. So I truly owe Josie an apology. And Josie, I'm truly sorry. And to all of you, there were many of you who were supposed to receive a Christmas card from me this year. Many of you. And I didn't get them out. And you would say, well, you're laid up. Why couldn't you write cards out? Well, I could have, but I couldn't get to the post office. So, and anyway, I apologize. Next year is another year, and I'm going to focus on the positive, and 2024 is going to be a good year. But I do want to share some of your graciousness and your goodness and kindness to me. And that is, I got a lovely card from Anna Mae, from Annetta, from Anna Mae's lovely place. And it has I love that this is 3D, and it has the little fox and the Christmas tree and the presents, and it does say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And then she wrote me a lovely personal message, which I cherish. And it her kindness and her love brings tears to my eyes. And then, of course, she also sent, which I thought this was a brilliant idea, a Christmas card with her and all of her beautiful babies, because they are her family. They are our family, and I never would have thought to do this. You know, I'm used to the family Christmas cards, but nothing like this. So I love that, and this will be something that I will always have and will be cherished, and I will keep. These things I will definitely keep. So thank you, Annetta. And then I also received from Anne over at Dolls in the Cradle. I received this. Oops, I don't want this glare on it. Let's see if I can get it not glary. There, that's kind of, well, not really. But anyway, this is a beautiful Christmas card from Anne. And the outside says, I am the light of the world. And that is from John chapter 8, verse 12. And inside, there is a Bible verse from Luke. It's Luke chapter 2, verses 10 and 11. I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. I love that. Celebrating the glorious birth of Jesus and wishing you a Christmas filled with his goodness. And she has sweet friend Gina, the peace of Christ be with you, love Anne. And it's dated, and I love that, because this too, I always keep cards, guys. When the day comes that I do pass away, my kids are going to hate the fact that I have all these cards that I saved. They're going to be like, okay, she has boxes of cards, and I do. And they will be going into my saved, as well as, well, the the other Christmas cards I've received this year. They too will be saved. So thank you so very much. I am going to do a tag today that is from our Tami at Tater Tots Nursery. And so yeah, there's just 3 questions. Although as Penny and Keith said, they are essay questions. Not really, but it almost felt that way. Oh, and in front of you, I don't know if I said this. I talked about Gina Bear, but I don't know if I said who I'm holding here, my baby girl. This is Stephanie Renee. She was named after my daughter. This is the Vivian sculpt by Sandy Faber. And she is wearing a little me. And, you know, Christmas is over, so we wanted to put on something pretty and maybe kind of festive, but we still wanted to be comfortable for New Year's Eve. So she's in this gorgeous little me 3-month sleeper. And it is a white background with navy or dark blue little polka dots on it. It also has little rosebuds. There are rosebuds on her little feet of the sleeper as well. I love that it's got like the ruffled collar and then the dark blue trim, and then the ruffle goes down the front of her sleeper and also around the sleeves. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous, and then the matching bow headband with white and the little dark blue polka dots. I just love this sleeper. It's soft, it's comfortable. A little bit big on her, but you know, she's comfortable, and she's got move to room. Room to move. Move to room. Hey, that's a new one. Anyway, I did want to do that tag by Tami, and I'm going to start doing that now. And then I'm going to go over a couple of things and a couple of changes that I'm making for 2024. So we'll talk about that next. Okay, first question from Tami at Tater Tots Nursery, and this is the 2023 New Year's tag. Number 1, 3 words to describe this year. Okay, if I were to describe 2023, I would say it was special, joyful, and lonely. What was special about this year is I turned 60. I had a fabulous birthday party thrown by my family. I got to take a dream vacation and take a cruise with my best friend since we were in 4th grade. That was also joyful. Joy was just being out in the middle of the ocean, and it was incredible. And you know, I guess I just felt the presence of God all around me, because I've always thought, gosh, if I was on a ship and I was out in the center of the ocean and I could not see land anywhere, just the sky and the ocean and, you know, water, and all surrounded, knowing that the only safe place I had was on that ship. Wouldn't that be frightening? It wasn't. I was at such peace, and I felt God's presence and the breeze and just watching the ocean waves. And I kept looking for dolphins and, you know, sea life. I didn't see any, but I looked. But I just felt God's presence, and it was very serene and very peaceful for me, and joyful. The other part that is so joyful for me is any time I get to spend time with my precious grandson, I'm filled with joy. I have a joy that I can't express. So that's what's joyful. And lonely is, even though I have wonderful friends, I have the doll community that I can talk to you. My family is here, and I spend time with family, and I spend time with my friends, and I do get out, and I work, and But when I come home at the end of the day, I'm lonely, you know. It's just a fact of life for me. I like to be around people and with people. There are times that I like to be just by myself, and I can be very content being by myself. And sometimes I need that, but it's very few and far between. And most of the time, I like other people being in my home or being with me, and someone, just even if we didn't talk when I was married, I liked sitting in the room with my spouse, and maybe we just sat and watched a movie, but we held hands, or we talked a little. And I mean, sometimes we didn't even talk. Sometimes it was just his presence being here that, so without that, I do feel lonely. And you know, that's a truth. Anyway, we're going to move on now. I mean, and it's not that I'm not okay. It's not that, it's just a fact. Okay. Favorite memory, from 2023. Well, my favorite memory is any time I spend time with my grandson. That's a favorite. And this year was my cruise also. Those are my favorite. It said memory, but I'm doing two. I'm cheating a little bit, Tammy. So, also, another thing that really meant a lot to me is I've communicated with more of you in the Dolly community through Instagram and just kind of private conversations, and that I really enjoyed. And when that happens, of course, I'm not feeling lonely. So it's nice to have other friends that I can reach out to. And that, too, was very special, because I feel like some of those friendships are not just surface. They're becoming a deep, true friendship, and I love that. Okay. What did 2023 teach you? That's number 3. What did it teach me? Well, one thing, and it's very prominent, is that when you are healing, whether you're healing emotionally or physically, is not to rush the healing. I tend to think, okay, I'm fine now, and then I'm not as fine. And for example, with my knee, I re-injured it because I felt so good, had no pain, could walk easily, that I did way too much, and way too soon, and I re-injured my knee, and now I'm paying the consequences for it. Because even though I've been resting it and doing everything I should, it's not like it was that one day. So I can still, now I can walk on it, but it's painful. And I can walk normally on it. So it's not that painful, if that makes any sense. But, and I'm just going to have to see how I do. So anyway, so I've learned that, and I've learned to trust in Jesus, trust in God. And that's something that he always wants from us. If you when you're reading the Bible, you know, I get 3 things out of it most of the time, and that's obey my word, stay in my word, trust in me, trust me. And you'll be, not that you won't have struggles, not that you won't have everything will be rosy and perfect and smooth, not that you won't have bumps in the road, but if you trust me, I'll get you through them, and I'll help you, and it won't be maybe as devastating as it could be. So I've learned to trust in Jesus and keep God in the center of my life. That's what I have learned, is not to rush things, to trust in Jesus, and to keep God in the center of my life. Thank you, Tammy, for these fabulous questions. I do agree a little bit with Penny and Keith that they're essay questions. But anyway, I want to talk a little bit. I'm sorry this video is getting very lengthy, guys. I want to talk a little bit about my goals for 2024 because it is, after all, New Year's Eve today, midnight. We start the new year. So one thing is I'm going to be much more transparent. And for a while, every time I made a video, I made sure to put makeup on. Sometimes I did. Most of the time I did. Sometimes I didn't. I'm not really a makeup girl. I mean, I do wear makeup, obviously. But I don't always wear it to work. You know, this is me. I generally don't wear it on the weekends. I mean, sure, if I'm going out with friends, I put makeup on. If it's the holidays, you know, I put makeup on, you know, funerals, birthday parties, just a regular gathering with girlfriends and that. I put makeup on before I go out. But on a day-to-day basis, do I get up and say, oh, I have to do my makeup or I can't leave the house? Do I go to the groceries? No. Do I go to work with makeup on? No. Half my clients can't see. I mean, or see well. I shouldn't say it that way. But, you know, they're older and they don't care if I have makeup on or not. They really don't. And I'm not get up and do my makeup in the morning. I just don't do it. So I'm going to be more transparent with that. And I'm very content right now with my doll collection. There is one more doll, one sculpt in particular, and I really want her. I think I'm just going to get one. At one time, I really, 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 really wanted triplets of that sculpt. But the more I think about it, the more I realize I don't have to have triplets in that sculpt. I might do another doll in triplets. I'm not sure. I'm considering different options because I don't know. I just like the idea of having triplets. I just think that would be fun. But I'm really content with all of the babies I have, both from Paradise Galleries, from Ashton Drake, and my authentic reborns. And yes, the sculpt that I want will be an authentic reborn. So I'm going to get her eventually in 2024. That is a goal and a plan. And after that, I'm really going to start working on my dolly wardrobe. As I stated, I think earlier, Gina Bear here will be the mascot for 2024. She will be in all of my videos. She's kind of my co-host. She may not talk much, but she's going to be there. Huh, Gina Bear? Yeah. Yeah. And she is a Charlie Bear. And I love the fact that her name was Gina, G-I-N-A, just the way I spell my name. And I love that she's blue because blue's my favorite color. So, and she's got gray on her, and I just love her. Their bears are very unique. So anyway, that's about that as far as that. Like I said, otherwise I'm just going to be very open and honest and transparent, and I'm going to share my babies with you all, and that's about it. So have a safe, have a blessed new year. I wish you all that actually watch this video, I wish you all a wonderful and blessed new year. Um, I wish peace and joy for you this year. So always remember that no matter what you're going through, God loves you and he's always there for you. Goodbye, my dolly friends. Happy New Year.